Wow, what a qualifying session. Lando Norris bags pole. The only man capable of doing a sub 1 minute 04 lap time in qualifying, beating not just P2, but his teammate by over half a second. Now granted, Oscar didn't really get a clear chance at his final attempt, and that was the case also for Verstappen, I believe, as well, and a few other drivers, but either way, Lando looks untouchable. Half a second for a lap that's pretty much a minute long is bonkers. 103.971. Really, really impressive, genuinely. And not just that, I think he's got purple sector 1, purple sector 2, and purple sector 3. So he literally just owns the Red Bull ring. So yeah, kudos to Lando. Nothing you can really say to knock him, and that's what you want to be seeing from him, really, if he's going to be fighting for the championship. Now, for this one, we're going to start out currently on our default setup. We're going to make just a few tweaks here, putting the bias to the rear. We're going to put the MGUK on low, and we're going to get started and see what we can do. Oh, massive bump there at the last corner on the inside. Also got that gravel on the exit you have to watch out for as we get our first lap underway. Right, turn 1. Braking at the 100. Fourth gear. Easy does it. Avoid the sausage curb on the left. This will be a very low-key first lap, I think. Up towards turn 3. Going to keep it in 7th gear. At the 100. Down to 3rd. Oh. Big snap, big catch. Going to have to watch out for that one. Anyway, back underway, down towards turn 4. Bring the car to the left, straight line braking. Brake somewhere between the 100 and the shadow of the brake marker board of the Pirelli sign above. Nice run out of there, through 5. And now into turn 6. 5th gear, try and stay tight, don't wash out too much. And then use every bit of the curb as we then go into turn 7. Having to wait to pick up the throttle, turn 8. Front right overheating, and now just turn 9 and turn 10 remain. Bring it up to the left, downshift, flick it in, final corner. 4th gear, scrub some speed, avoid the gravel as we get the ice to the line. First lap of the day, 1 minute 09.4. Whew. Yikes, that's a long way away. Now, straight away, adjustments. We already have the correct tyres, so this time, no C6, so it's going to be all accurate. So C3 hard, we're going to switch to a C4 medium. Fuel, we're going to put half of what we have. So we had 32, we're going to go 16. But 32 is usually lower than what we usually tend to start with. We're going to run medium on the MGUK. I'm also going to up the engine brake to 6. Aerodynamics, this one's interesting. In principle, for now, I'm just going to max out the front wing flap. I'm not going to change the downforce level, in principle. Brakes, we'll put them to the rear. Diff, we're going to also knock that back a little bit to get some more rotation, especially at those hairpins. And other than that, I'm just going to bring down the ride height in principle for now as a beginning adjustment. We'll go 2 on the front, 3 on the rear, and we'll give that a go. Already on the outlap, we're going purple in sector 2. So that kind of gives you an idea of the improvement we're hopefully looking at here on this particular run. So let's get to it. Double checking, battery is in medium. Let's get stuck in, shall we? Out the last corner. DRS. Finish line a bit further back. Makes no difference to the actual track distance or the lap time. Braking at the 100, just after. 4th gear, attacking the first curb a bit more this time. A bit tighter on the exit, not running as wide. Now, towards that tricky turn 3. Let's see how the back end behaves this time. I'm going to go a bit wider on entry. Still feeling that little snap, but that was much more controlled and a lot tidier. So we're going to be north of a second up as we head towards turn 4. Braking at the shadow there of that Pirelli board this time. 3rd or 4th gear, can't quite decide, but we'll keep it moving. Turn 6. Car working well, staying nice and tight through there. Turn 7. Just sort of kiss of the inside curb, get the power down way earlier on the exit. And now just the last 2 turns. Let's try and carry some speed through here. Turn 9. Good stuff. Final corner turning a bit later. That's going to give you a better exit. Lovely. Right, that's a decent improvement. 107.6. Obviously still a country mile away. We are still in the previous Grand Prix. So we've got to try and hopefully find some more time. Soft tyres are now going to be the order of the day. I'm going to just go up on my pressures on all 4 tyres by 1. For the fuel, we're now going to run a little bit less. We'll go for minimum fuel. Why not? We'll go for 7 litres. I am happy with the aero in principle. I'm going to go high now, which will give us more lap time. I'm also going to max out the engine brake. But I am happy with downforce level 2. We might go to level 3 if I feel like we just need a bit more in the corners. But for now, we won't change. Camber and toe, I'm going to leave as is for this run. I might change it for the next one. So for this, all I want to do, really, I want to bring that rear ride height down. And I want to also bring that roll bar, especially on the rear, down quite a bit. And we're going to up the wheel rate on the front to improve front end responsiveness. So let's see how this goes. Right, here we go. This one needs to be significantly better. I want to see some improvement here. So let's see how we get on. Turn 1 then. That's the latest I've managed to brake so far. A bit wide on the way out, but still within track limits, tidy enough as we now are going to hit 8th gear for the first time up towards turn 3. Now the trick here is to just turn the steering wheel a little bit less, like so. Probably could have got a bit closer to the apex though, but still we find some more time. Down towards turn 4. Oh, lock up on the right front. We're going to commit to 4th gear though. And we do find a decent bit of time this time, keeping it tight, not running wide on the exit. Through turn 6. Hang on to it, hang on to it. Turn 7. A little bit of throttle on at all times to keep the speed up. And now the last 2 corners remain. Right, come on. Bit of understeer there on the way in. Final corner, big lunge onto the gravel. Up to the line we go. Let's see. 106.2. Yikes. Whew. Right, well already we're looking at potentially upping the downforce package. I think that might be an answer to try and find a couple of seconds, because it doesn't feel bad inherently. I do have a little bit of power on understeer, which I want to try and iron out. Now, I'm going to give this a go. I think the fuel should be fine, even if we up the wing package. Now, the plan here, my MGUH, we're going to switch from battery to motor, which will give us more engine power. Also, we're going to manually override the battery deployment, but that hopefully should offset the increase in the downforce level package. So hopefully our straight line speed should be more or less the same, but we should have a net corner average speed benefit. So hopefully that works. I'm going to drop the diff coast to 30 as well, a bit more rotation, what I'm looking for. And now we're going to get to it. That camber, we're going to crank that up on the front to 3. We're going to go down to 6. And then also on the rear, we can probably max that one out, to be fair. Rear, we'll bring that to 8. And then really, all I want to do is just drop that front roll bar a little bit for mid-turn grip. I want to up the wheel rate because I'm getting that power on understeer. And I'm going to put the rear roll bar on minimum. And I'll do the front as well. And I might lower the run height to 1, but I'll leave it as is for now. This one needs to be quick. This one needs to be a significant improvement. Here we go. Okay, not too bad through turn 1. A little bit too much inside curve, but it will do. We still hit 8th with the increased package on downforce. Braking super late. And this time keeping the steering wheel stable. A little bit of oversteer kicking on the exit, but we have gained a decent bit of time through there, to be fair. Turn 4. Another lock up on the right front. I can't seem to avoid that, but we still find net gain. Now through turn 6. Just chucking the car in now. Stay in contact with the white line at all times. Thus making it track limits valid. Can we even find a second? Here we go. Last 2 corners. A bit too early on the turn in on the first one. Second one though was okay. We're going to gain on the exit all the way to the line. It's not quite going to be a second, but 9/10 will do. And that's a 105.3. We're not even close. 1.3.5 off Norris, to be fair. At this point, the target might have to be just get second and try and beat Leclerc. Now for this one, a bit of an experimental run. I have actually gone to the highest downforce package, level 4, but I've actually lowered the front wing flaps from 10 to 5. So I'm essentially running inverted or more offset wings. I wanted to see how that translates here. A full lap, and if we get like a load of understeer, or if actually it gives us a bit more performance and a bit more rear traction. At the minute, it looks okay, feels okay. Let's keep it moving. Oh, no traction, that's for sure. I just want to give that one more chance. Hopefully, we don't bottle it or make a mistake, so I can get a reading for what that might do for us. I have also just made a couple more adjustments from that spin, including lowering the ride height to 1. So let's see how this all translates. Just got to try and watch the traction out of there. Still not fully confident. There's a bit more time to be found for sure at that hairpin. 2 turns up though. Braking a little bit earlier for turn 4 to try and get the apex and stay tight on the way out. Let's see if the wing works through here. This is where I want to test it. That's on the limit of the track limits. We do get a lot tighter through 7. And actually this is working quite well. This is working quite well. That's a tidy turn 9. Much better than before. Turn 10, had to just wait to get the throttle down a little bit. Up to the line we go. Oh, we just missed out on a 1:04, but to be fair, that's a bit better. So we're basically a second off Lando's time, and we're half a second off the second place time of Leclerc. So that gives me a little bit of hope, but we've got to keep chipping away. A little bit wider turn 9, but we do find time through there. 1:04.7. Getting closer and closer. I don't think Lando's time's beatable, I really don't. But I think second place is doable, and I'd be happy with that, to be fair. A little bit too early on the power there. Still can't get it right. Damn it. I think I've got it. I think I know what I have to do now. Damn it. Damn it. I really believe I can find 3/10. I think there's 3/10 on a perfect lap. Turn 1, turn 3, turn 4, turn 9, turn 10. 5 out of the 10 corners could be improved. We are at that point in the video where I'm now officially struggling. Damn it. It's on the limit. Damn, didn't even improve. I feel like I've lost the last 2 corners a bit. Cut turn 9 too much. Same for the last corner. The rest of the lap was perfect. I found a little bit of time actually shifting a bit earlier. I was actually dragging my shifts out according to the HUD in the bottom right, but actually if you follow the HUD on the dash of the wheel, it's more accurate. I'll take that. That will do just fine. That was a super committed lap. Turn 1 was on the limit. We had a snap on the way out, but we carried so much speed in. Little whiskers of time here and there, but generally that was a really sweet lap. I need to double check for track limits, but if so, that would have got us P2 on the grid. Even still, I also got beaten by Lando by half a second. Anyway, final version of the setup. C5 tyres, I actually reverted to default pressures. Fuel, 7 litres. Almost could have gone with 6, but had to be 7. Electronics, as you can see, aero, I dabbled. I tried so many settings. I ended up reverting to downforce level 3 with maximum front wing. Brakes, diff, I also upped the preload for more rear traction because I was struggling out of turn 3, but lowered the coast for more rotation. And then just basically maxed out the camber, aggressive toe as well, kept the dampers and heave springs default, and then basically maxed out the wheel rate on the front, which I've never done before, minimum roll bar settings, and even 0 ride height in the front. I genuinely pushed that to extremes, and we do get P2. The lap felt great, but there was no chance in hell we're finding half a second. So yeah, I reckon at most there's like another 10th in it if I could sit here for another couple of hours and try, but we're not beating Lando. We're still second on the grid as it stands, so I'll take that. But let me know what you do in the comments down below, guys. Lap time wise, have you given it a go? If so, what was your time? Either way, guys, smash the like button if you enjoyed today's episode of Can I Beat the Pole Time. Let's try and hit over 1,000 likes. It really tells me you guys are enjoying the content still, even now at this halfway stage of the season. Subscribe for more. I do this every single race weekend, and on off race weekends, I do classic retro pole lap editions. Again, playlist on my channel. Go check it out. Mods for this video linked down below for car and track and livery, so go check those out. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, a massive shout out to my channel members. Check out the 2 videos on your screen for more content like this. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. See you tomorrow for the alternate Austrian Grand Prix. Ciao, ciao.